Hey Spicy, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be making this yummy vegetable stew. So the vegetables I used for this stew are runner beans, we use green peas, carrot, and green pepper. I use different proteins also for this stew. Let's go into the video. So now I'm going to be washing my tomatoes with enough salt. Like as I pour the sauce, as you see on the screen, I'm going to be using my hands to rub it on the tomatoes so that it can remove those dirty nature it came with from the market here. So I'm going to be running water over it as you are seeing. So I am running over water over it. Then I'm going to wash it thoroughly. In this video, I washed this tomato for about 5 times. See the water, look at how dirty it is. So this is the second time again. I've run water already, I've washed it, and I'm transferring to the other bowl. I want you guys to see this process so that you don't just think this stew is made in short notice. Let me use that word. I wanted to show you guys every process in making this stew. So I'm washing this tomato again. This is the third time, and look at how clear the water is getting. It shows that you are almost there. Look at it in the sink. It means that you're almost there. For some persons at this stage, they may want to stop washing, but I will continue because I learned it from my sister that you should wash vegetables for at least 4 or 5 times. I'm running water over it again, and this is the fourth time, and you can see how clear the water is. So I'm going to be pouring out the water, rinsing the bowl thoroughly, and putting back the tomatoes into the bowl. Do you understand? So I'm going to be rinsing this bowl. I've rinsed it already, and the next thing I'll be doing is running another water. I told you I washed these tomatoes for 5 good times, and look at, voila, very clean. So now on to the next thing. We're going to be cutting our tomato into 4 portions, because, or do I call it four partitions, so that it can be easy for the blender to blend. Yes, it's an heavy duty blender, but I don't say because an heavy duty blender I should stress the blender. So I'm going to be cutting it into 4 different partitions. As you can see, I'm removing the rotten head where the stalk that was connected to the tomato was. Do you understand? So now I'm going to be blending the tomato. As you can see from the video, I'm going to be adding just that cup of water because I don't need so much water. You know, this rainy season, tomatoes usually have water, even though they call this one the northern tomato, which we call Hausa tomato over here. Still, it still has some water because we're in rainy season. So I've blended it with that little water, and the next thing I'm going to be doing is, as you can see, I'm going to be reducing the amount of the blended tomatoes, that's the paste, into that bowl, so that I will now use the little quantity remaining to blend the remaining tomatoes. Do you understand? Instead of pouring water again and blending the tomato and making your tomato so watery, you use the paste you already got to blend the second one. So that's what I'm doing now in this video. I am pouring the second portion into the blender, and I will blend thoroughly until I've gotten my desired consistency. So I'll be pouring this out because it is ready and we are good to go. Remember, I already have blended pepper. I will show you later in the video. So this is what our tomato looks like. So I'm steaming the pot to remove anything that is not proper. Then I've heated it up. I've added my palm oil. This is my vegetable oil. Yeah, it's always best to use a mixture of palm oil when making a very beautiful, well-tasting stew. So I've heated up the oil. I didn't bleach, please. I didn't bleach it. I just added my garlic and ginger paste. Is it a paste, or I don't even know what to call it, like crushed garlic and ginger? Yeah. I've added my onions, then I'll allow it to saute for some minutes on low heat. Then I've added my tomato paste, my blended tomato paste. I'll give it a good stir so it mixes well with the oil mixture, and then I'll be adding my mixture of peppers. In this video we have rodo, tatache, shombo. I'll put the English name on the screen. So now I'm going to be soaking these green peas. These are fresh green peas from the market. I brought the northerners sell it over here in Nigeria. So I'm going to be soaking it so that it gets a little soft I soaked it for about 40 to 45 minutes, even though they told me to soak it for 3 hours. Yeah, so now our stew is cooking up, and I'm going to be adding salt to taste. If you notice, there's no oil on top until later on, and that's what you are seeing now. The oil will later come up once you gradually cook on low heat. I've added my different meat, my different protein. I use chicken, goat meat, beef, and mackerel fish. I've added my seasoning cubes to taste, and then I added dry Cameroon pepper. So now I'm going to be adding my fish so that it will cook up with the remaining protein. I didn't add it when I was adding those meat and the rest. I'll add it now so that it doesn't scatter. After I cook for a while, you'll see me later in the video, I'll be removing it. If you notice now, the oil has come up, so you don't really need so much oil when cooking stew, because if you pour so much thinking that, oh, the tomato is more than the oil, at the end of the day you end up having oil flowing all over your stew. So you can see the oil has come up and the fish is properly cooked for now. So I'm going to be removing it so that it doesn't break, because I'm going to be adding all my veggies next. Yeah, so I used mackerel fish for this stew. I didn't fry, I didn't grill, I just put it directly because I wanted to eat boiled fish. The stew has enough pepper, so it doesn't matter if I eat the fish as boiled. Some people say that they cannot eat boiled fish if it doesn't have enough pepper. So I'm taking my time to remove the fishes so that they do not break. One is still down, so I'll just scoop it up, and voila, the fish is complete. Then on to the next process. So I'm adding my meat stock now. As you can see, the stew is simmering. And the next thing is, after adding the meat stock, I'll allow it to simmer on low heat. Then I'm adding my green peas. Remember the green peas I soaked earlier? This is it. So that's my runner beans. I didn't buy so much. I just put a little amount. I give it a good stir so it goes all in, and it looks so beautiful. So now what I'm going to be adding is my green pepper. I sliced it horizontally, or what do we call it, vertically? Okay, let's say vertically, so that at least while you're eating the rice, your spaghetti, potatoes, yam, whatever you want to use this stew to eat, you can chew some vegetable. After doing this, I'm going to be lowering the heat to the least, and this is what we get. So now I'm going to be adding my carrot. For my carrots, I'm not going to allow it stay on the fire for so long, since it's still going to be in the stew, so it doesn't soak and becomes what's the word now, soggy. Yeah, some person may not like it. They like to chew that crunchy nature of the carrots. Oh my god, this is divine. Like, when you're eating this, you just know you're eating good health. Is there something like that? Yes, there is. Drum roll, and your stew is ready. Join me. Thank you so much for watching up until this time. I hope this video was well detailed as you expected. Please do well to like, share, subscribe. Please drop a beautiful comment down below. I missed you all, and bye for now.